The Longford Trust is really about giving people second chances through education, and particularly through higher education, i.e. universities.
The Longford Trust is an organisation that promotes the rehabilitation of prisoners through education.
So what we're trying to do is open the path to people going on and getting degrees, because one of the things that makes it pretty easy in life to get a job, or certainly easier in life, is if you have a degree.
They give scholarships to prisoners to get involved in further and higher education.
We do, and you can do whatever degree you like. You can do ancient history, you can do building technology, you can do whatever you like.
There are a range of scholarships, and actually over the years new scholarships have been added. So the first one was in memory of Lord Longford. The second one was in memory of Patrick Pakenham, who was one of Lord Longford's sons who died and had been a lawyer. And so that was a scholarship specifically for people who wanted to study law. And then following on from that, the Nat Billington Scholarship, which was in memory of my husband Nat, who was a brilliant computer scientist. And so that scholarship is set up for people who also want to study computer science in memory of him.
What we've realised is you can get your degree, and some things are harder to go and get a job with than others. And so what we've been looking at are the skill shortages in the country, and the really obvious thing that keeps coming up time and time again is computer science, IT skills. It is the way of the future, everybody's looking for them. And I suppose the other thing that resonates with that is that one of the things that you'll find if you've got a criminal conviction when you apply to employers is if it's a very oversubscribed job, often employers will feel wary of people with criminal convictions. If you haven't got enough people applying for the job and it's a good job, you tend to be more open-minded, more welcoming, more forgiving, whatever word you want to use, but the possibilities are there.
You're not sure, one, what life's going to be like when you get out, and your employability.
I didn't think there would be anything available. This is from past experiences and what I read from the media and from people as well, other people that I've met.
For a lot of guys, getting a job when they come out of prison is going to be difficult. It's not going to be impossible, but it's going to be difficult. There's going to be more barriers. So enterprise is one of the main options they might choose to look at. And within that, ICT is going to be so important. Presentations, flyers, Excel, web design, having a Google presence, how social media can help you with your business, search engine optimization, which is about getting you to the top of those Google rankings. All of these courses are absolutely essential if you want to be self-employed.
So we feel that it's both a useful skill going forward, it's what people want lots of, and the opportunities are there where your past is actually your past.
Prison courses can give a really good grounding into studying ICT at a higher level, whether that be college or university. The entry-free to level 2 courses that are offered in most prisons are going to be a perfect springboard onto higher level. And they're accessible to everyone. You don't need any prior knowledge. We'll get you set up and help you along the way.
Two elements. One is money, which always helps. But more importantly, we give every person we work with a mentor. Going to university is now very expensive. Most of the people we support, most of them get student loans. So we're not replacing student loans. You'll probably still have to think about getting a student loan. The money we give helps level the playing field, is what we always say. So if you go to university, lots of students take on part-time work. If you've got a criminal record, it's often harder to get part-time work. Some universities are a bit funny about accommodation. So we make up the difference in those things.
Usually a mentor's matched up with a scholar because there's some kind of connection. Either they live close to the where the person's studying, or they have some kind of experience, ideally both.
So with ICT, with computer science, there'll be people who know all about that, often people working in industry. They'll be able to help you with the technicalities of what you're doing at university if you're finding the coursework quite difficult. There'll be people who will have done degrees themselves and can say, you know, if you're not used to writing essays or doing assignments, they'll be able to guide you a bit with that.
The role of the mentor is to get to know the person while they're going through the studies, because it's tough, you know, it's tough being an ex-prisoner, going into an educational establishment, whether or not you're going to share your background with people, how connected you can feel to the other students. And it is, you know, it can be useful to have someone to talk to who knows what you're going through.
And also, most importantly, what our mentors do is they talk to you about your career ambitions, because what you need to be doing when you're at university is doing things in the vacations, applying for work placements and those sort of things, because that's where the opportunities come, putting you in touch with the right people so they will use their contacts. Peter came to us, I think, just before he came out of prison. He had really good IT skills, which he developed in prison, and he wanted to do computer science at Aston University. So we supported him through that. He was mentored by Nat Billington. Peter's now graduated, living in Birmingham, and has set up his own business. So he is going forward.
Yes, I had a mentor. He was a really good mentor. Unfortunately, he passed away last year. But until then, yes, he mentored me through uni from my first year. He stayed with me. Second year, I faced some issues. And every time, he was just a phone call away. He invited me over to London and we had a chat, we discussed stuff. He was really positive. He was someone that brought results all the time. If I was stuck, thought there was nowhere else to go, nothing to do, he always came up with an idea and straight away that brought back results.
Nat really agreed with and believed in the fundamental ideas behind the Longford Trust, which are basically about love and forgiveness. Whatever they've done, that you should never disapprove of the person, just disapprove of what they've done, and enable that person to sort of be forgiven and to move on and start again.
Yes, I must say he was invaluable. He was the man. I looked up to him as well, and he lit up that fire in me to want to prove myself.
So Nick heard about the Longford Scholarships, applied to us. He was very keen on doing computer science at Aston University, which is near Birmingham, and we've supported him. He's done it in quite an interesting way, in that he has done a degree where you end up by doing work placements as part of the degree. So he's gone out into industry, he's got experience there, and it's often those work placements that end up by being the places that give you jobs in the end. So he's doing his final year now, and really fair set for the future.
I was given a mentor from the beginning of uni. It was really useful, because the first year of uni I wasn't really sure what to do or when I was supposed to be doing it. It was just nice to have that support and backing from someone who wants you to succeed. So yeah, it was very vital.
My previous mentee was so unbelievably independent and capable. I remember meeting her and thinking, I can't help this person in any way. And in fact, she took up a scholarship, and then she basically got herself a job before she'd even started the course. She was like, I was like, okay. She was like a rocket. I mean, she just took off. She was really, because it is tough doing what she did. And actually, she works for the St Giles Trust now. So she's got a really interesting job, and she's been there since she started work. If you're considering taking up a scholarship, or you're worried about what you're going to do work-wise when you come out of prison, there's nothing you could do to help yourself more than getting some kind of qualification, because it really demonstrates to possible employers that you're serious about making a change.
If you're doing level 1 or level 2 ICT in the prisons and you think, I'm really only doing this so when I get out I can send emails to my friends, I can use social media, think again, because actually those skills that you're using at the moment are skills that can develop into something quite substantial that will get you not just a job but a secure job. The easiest way to get in touch with us is through the website, which is very simply longfordtrust.org. If you go to the Prison Education Department, they will know about us, they've got the details, they can look us up. The application form is on our website, Virtual Campus, if you've got the Virtual Campus. If you have difficulties with that, just write to us at the Longford Trust. Call us, we can tell you how we do it, and you apply to us.